Hello, first graders, and welcome to your Fundations lesson for today. So today, we're going to be talking a little bit more about the glued sounds that we learned on Tuesday. And those glued sounds are ang, ing, ung, and ong. And all four of those glued sounds have to do with the letters N, G. But first, before we get into all that, let's just talk about the difference between glued sounds and a digraph. So a digraph, as you know, is when two letters combine to create one sound. But a glued sound is when two or three letters in a word get glued together. And see, each of these three letters make their own individual sound. But when they're put together in a word, they glue themselves together. And so for the next part of our review, I want to go over our flashcards. So let's do that now. The first sound we'll be going over is ang. Can you guys say ang for me? Nice. So when we read these flashcards, we'll say each letter, then the word, and then the sound. So when we read it, we'll say A-N-G, fang, ang. So I want you to repeat after me. I'll do it one more time as an example, and then it is your turn. A-N-G, fang, ang. All right, you're up. Nice job. And so when we say the word fang and we want to tap it out, the first sound we'll do f. So we'll use one finger, but when we tap out our glued sounds with three letters, we want to make sure we use three fingers. So fang would be f, ang, f, ang. So give it a try. Tap out the word fang. Nice. Excellent job. So let's move on to our next card. So this card has the sound ing. So let's read this card together one time, and then I want you to do it on your own. So let's give it a go. I-N-G, ring, ing. All right, give it a try. Awesome. Nice work. So, similar to fang, if we want to tap out the word ring, we'll use one finger for the sound in ring, and then our glued sound, ing, we use three fingers. So if we wanted to tap out ring, we would say ing, ing. Now you give it a try. Sweet. All right, let's move on to our third card. So this card has the sound ung. And the word is lung. So I'll read the card once, and then I want you to say it back to me. All right? U-N-G, lung, ung. Now you try. Fantastic. All right, let's move on to our last card and our last glued sound. This one has the sound ong, and the word is song. So, like I did for the last few slides, I'm going to read this one aloud and do it, and then I want you to go once I'm finished. O-N-G. Song, ong. Now you give it a go. Okay, nice. So, just to repeat what we've done for the last few flashcards on the last few slides, if we want to tap out the word song, the S sound at the beginning of song will be one finger because it's one letter making one sound, but our glued sound, the O-N-G, our ong, in the word song, we'd use 3 fingers to tap that out. So we would tap out song by saying s-ong, s-ong. So now you give it a try. Oh, amazing. All right. So now we'll move on to the next part of our review. So now for the final part and the most fun part of our lesson, I've prepared a little game for you all. So we want to take what we've learned about our 4 glued sounds and apply them to other words. So we want to be able to recognize when we hear ong, ing, or ang. So I've made a bunch of slides just like this one. And what we're going to do is I want you to first say the word that you see on the slide. So for example, on this one that we'll do together, we see the word lung. And so we have this table underneath with our 4 glued sounds. And I want you to take, to drag, and to drop our word into the right category. So the word lung has the sound ung. So when we see lung, we're going to want to move lung under ung. And so once you've done that, you can move on to the next slide. And we'll do one more together before I leave you and have you complete this on your own. So for this one, we have the word fang. So again, we're going to look down at our table that has all 4 of our glued sounds. And we're going to see which one fang fits into. So let's take a look. We have fang, and in the word fang, we hear ang. That is the glued sound, ang. So we're going to take fang, and we're going to move it under ang. And just like that, we're done with slide number 2. So the next ones I have, you'll work on your own. And some of those words are sing, bang, stung, king, bring, string, long, dung, wing, and strong. So we want to take a look at each of these words. And what we want to do is move them into the right column in our table. So we want to listen for our glued sounds. So make sure that you say the word out loud. And if it helps, you can tap out the word as well. But we want to make sure we drag our word from up top into the right category. And once you've done that for all the slides on this slideshow, boom, you're done with your Fundations lesson for the day. So go on ahead. I hope you have some fun, and I also hope that you've learned a lot. So go on and do the activity, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye.